I felt I was duty bound to appeal it, because I don't think, personally, I thought there was enough in it for it not to be a red card. The tribunal, the panels came back with a red card decision, so I'm more than happy to take that one on the chin. But I had one earlier in the season, Morgan Boy's yellow card. He got a red at Ibrox via VAR, and I watched Morgan's challenge. I thought, do you know what, I can see why it was a red. With Jason's, I couldn't really see why it was a red, if I'm honest. So I felt it was me. I had to defend my player. So, but again, the panel and independent panels looked at it. So I'm more than happy to take that one in the chin and move on. Two different challenges, but we've got camera angles that show Scott getting to the ball a yard before the St Mirren player, and then the St Mirren player strikes Scott. So I'm not want to talk about the two of them separately. So listen, whatever decision the panel arrive at, I'll take it in the chin, and I'm more than happy to take their opinion. But I felt I was duty bound to challenge both decisions. Stephen, for me, is a natural wide player. I think I came into the start of the season a wide player short. I wasn't just going to sign someone for the sake of signing them. I needed somebody that was going to add quality into the offensive areas. So I probably started in that area of the park, one man short. I've been really unlucky with injuries in terms of Curtis Guthrie and Joel Newbley, which left me really short. So Stephen's come in, he's going to add to the offensive areas in terms of the winger positions. Sometimes this season I've had to shape up. It may look like a 4-3-3, but it's not a natural 4-3-3. There's times in games I've started with a natural 4-3-3, but I had to change the shape because I've not got like for like replacements. So Stephen's going to bring competition higher up the park for a starting place, but he's also going to give me options off the bench. So gives me variety in how I'm going to approach games. Got his GBE last week, so he's got his governing body endorsement. He's got his English language test, which he'll fly through. His English is probably better than mine. I wouldn't be hard with it. So he's got that, and flies in the 4th. Got his English language test in the 5th. He's got his Home Office interview in the 10th. So we would imagine mid-January, let's say, has that been really positive? Mid-January, we should have clearance for Lucas to take part in first team games. I think we've got to. I'm looking at who's available in the winter market, so to speak, the January window in terms of centre back positions, and there's not really a lot of great options for me. I could probably go down and get a 23s player with limited experience from the Premier League in England or the Championship in England, but Lucas has got experience, he's been in the building, and the big thing for me with Lucas is I've seen him in my environment with my players, and he's stood up to the test. He's done very well, so I'm keen on him. I potentially, every player's available in the January market at Livingston, not just certain players. Every player's available, so potentially my phone could ring and I could lose somebody in the back line, or my door might get chapped and somebody wanted out on loan, something along the line. So I think it was important to get another body in the building. I lost Tom Parks at the start of the season. Parks is maybe going to return late February. We lost Jamie Brandon again. Jamie can play in the back line, so again I think it was a body short, if I'm honest. Still active, but what I will say is I've probably got to move one or two on to make space for the one or two coming in, and if really I need to try and balance the books a wee bit. The budget was probably a wee bit higher than we originally thought at the start of the season for a variety of reasons. Our budget's not being cut, but we need to find in the region of £200,000 a year via VAR and the Scottish Government loan money, that we need to work in the commercial side very hard to try and recoup that money, because it's money we've not got in the building. So I've got to be very cautious in what we're doing in this window and in the summer window. But in terms of finances, I really need to keep a very tight lead on the budget. I hope not. Because then it would be futile of me actually try to overturn these decisions. So it's independent. I think they would go on their own opinion, and I'm happy. I believe they are independent. I don't buy into any of these rumours. So I believe when the panels are constructed that they are independent and it's their opinion. So I'm more than happy to take whatever decision they arrive at. I can take that on the chin, but I felt duty bound that I had to appeal both tackles. I think if we were looking at it and saying, well, they're not going to go against it because of VAR, I think it would be futile having an independent panel. So no, I don't think that's a problem. I don't look into what Motherwell are doing at all. You want to try and flip that. My first team keeper's been missing for 4 or 5 games. Probably the most potent offensive player in Livingston, if not the league, or one of the top men in the league's been missing. So we've not got our problems to seek either. So I'm more focused on what we're doing as a club rather than what Motherwell are doing. I've got a lot of time for Motherwell as a football club. I think they're a fantastic football club, and there'll be no given and there's no divine right that we're just going to turn up and get 3 points. And I think it's whoever approaches the game in the right manner and does the right things on the day. So it's going to be a difficult game of football, but I'm not really too concerned about what's happening at Motherwell, if I'm honest. His MRI had an MRI, so I am very hopeful that we'll get those results back today. It doesn't seem that it's going to be a bad one, but it's one of these difficult ones. It's a niggle that's proven really difficult to shake off, so I think it's more to put all our minds at ease with the MRI. We didn't feel he needed an MRI at the start, but the longer this has went on, he's had 2 or 3 failed returns to first team training, so I think it'll put all our minds at ease, especially Joel's, but it lets us get to the root of the problem. But I don't think it's going to be anything serious. Well, fingers crossed it's not going to be anything serious.